Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Lifeboat Foundation's podcast. I'm Rain Story. Today I want to talk about herbal supplements and how they can help us cope with our CG, also known as complicated grief. Of course, as with all herbal remedies, consult with your doctor before taking any of these supplements, especially if you're taking other medications. Now, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably suffered the loss of a child or someone very dear to you, and you're turning in to search for relief. Well, you've come to the right place. We're here for you, and we want to give you tools necessary to help you process your grief so that you can still have a really great life ahead. First, let's talk about 3 issues that keep us down, and we'll talk about the herbs and how they can ease us through. First is overwhelming sadness or depression. I really don't have to say anything to describe what this is all about because you know. But what you may not be thinking of is that you can't stay in this place of sadness and depression. This is one of the aspects of grieving that no one can help you with. No one can convince you to reach out and take the first step. You have to help yourself out of this one. And using herbal supplements may be a great place to start. Some herbal supplements that will help with sadness and depression are holy basil, dandelion, lavender, oak tops, motherwort, sassafras, or skullcap. Of course, there are other great herbs that work to help us with depression and sadness, but this is a good place to begin. But personally, I use holy basil, and I also use kelp, and then I drink dandelion tea at night. And it has really helped to stop the panicky nightmares that I wake up with every night. The sadness and depression seems to subside. So it is working for me. The second issue is constant fatigue. Sadness, depression, stress, heartache, health issues, they all contribute to wearing down our bodies, our minds, and our souls. And they can keep us chained down to a constant, relentless cycle of fatigue. And keep in mind that fatigue can be a killer. It's no laughing matter and nothing to sneeze at, for sure. Fatigue weakens the body and all the systems and cells that give us life and breath, as well as our mental capabilities that we need in order to cope and to maintain spiritual wellness. Fatigue is a serious issue that we need to get under control and not allow it to control us. For this shadowing fatigue that follows us everywhere, try ginseng, mullein berries, bee pollen, chlorella, or sea kelp. And again, I use the sea kelp, and it's made a difference for me. There are a lot of herbs that aid in fatigue, but just begin with 1 or 2 and take the steps to wellness by eating healthy foods and getting some type of exercise. The third issue is the ability to stay focused. Sadness, depression, fatigue, stress, and the grief itself are all intertwined with each other. And it can really be confusing how to sort it all out. But to start, don't try. Don't try sorting it out. CG is far too complex to sort out, and you can easily get lost and entangled in its workings. Just begin to know that you have to start somewhere, okay? And if you make it a daily choice, a lifestyle, the other issues will begin to work themselves out a little bit too. And focusing on any one thing long enough to have a productive thought may seem impossible at first, but you can. Now, in order to get focused and stay focused, again, try holy basil. Also, ginkgo biloba, lemon balm, passion flower, skullcap, or ginseng. And if your doctor approves, take the herbs and then practice thought experiments by picking one thing, like a flower, an animal, anything, and focus on it. Really focus on it. What is it made of? Where did it come from? How beautiful is it? Every little molecule. And then continue these thought experiments every day, many times a day. And in time you will find that you're better able to control your thoughts and your ability to focus. Now, as with all of these herbal supplements, they can be ingested in many ways, adding drops to food items or mixing with drinks or making smoothies. Most people prefer them in capsule form or steeping them and drinking them as a tea, maybe infusing them with different flavors or flowers. But whatever form you choose to take, you will find that this investment in your mental, physical, and spiritual health is well worth it in the benefits that you will experience. And also that remember that in order for the herbal supplements to work at their greatest capacity, we also have to clean up our diet. We have to stop eating unhealthy foods, non-foods, comfort foods, foods that provide nothing more than empty calories and sometimes even harmful ingredients. And we need to get a certain amount of exercise every day, even if it's just walking around the neighborhood or going to a local park. Because all of these things work together to fix our body, just like a fine-tuned car. Seriously, though, all the systems work together to make the car function, and if you ignore one problem, it usually bites you later on down the road. But for now, in the beginning, just get started. The rest will fall into place as you improve, learn about your own wellness, what works for you, and then expound upon your wellness plan. Between a good healthy diet, daily exercise, our blood circulation and body systems can best utilize the herbs that we ingest by putting them to the best use possible and helping us cope with our CG. As you begin to feel better and learn how you cope with your grief, don't fall back and slack off. Keep surging forward, increasing your abilities and capabilities. And then, when you feel better, share what you learn with others so that you can help them too. Love, light, peace, and joy to all of you. Thank you.